Now let's talk about code behind pages. This is a construct that allows us to separate our code or our application logic from our HTML. Now code in Visual Studio and in ASP.NET can be in three places. Okay, number one, we can have mixed code. This is where the code's mixed in with the HTML. If you've ever built a website or seen the source on a website where you can't even find the actual literal content of the page because of all the tags, application logic, and all this stuff that's out there mixed in with the HTML. Now this is the way we did early DHTML. If you remember, we would put a tag out there like a button, and then we would actually put an action in there that would say, click, and this created an event, and we could even handle the event inside the attribute. It was just a mess. It made it real hard to read. Next, we can do inline code, and this is the next most popular way to do it, and this is with a script tag. And with a script tag, we put all of our code within that script tag, and then all the application logic lives there. Okay. That's probably the second best way to do it. The absolute best way to do it is a code behind page. And with a code behind page, the code lives in a totally separate file from the HTML. And this is real interesting. Visual Studio does this for you automatically. We're going to take a look at it and play with it in the next video. But it allows your HTML to survive totally separate, so you can easily see just your HTML, or you can go to the code behind page and see all your application logic. And this is the default in VisualStudio.net. It's one of the big reasons I suggest you get VisualStudio.net. Now, web forms, when I build a web form and I use code behind pages, I will have the ASPX file. This is where my HTML will live, and I'll see all my HTML there. Okay? And this is where my buttons go, my HTML code, my buttons, and this is the user interface for the web form. This is what the user sees when they call up the web page in the browser. Now, you'll also see an ASPX.VB file generated automatically in Visual Studio, and this contains all the application logic, the supporting code. And this is where I can type all my events, my event handlers, and so forth. Now, what's cool about this is, since these are separated, it's very easy to read and keep up with. And I'll show you how those get connected in the next video. Now, code behind pages, as a review, they contain all the programming for a single web page. Every individual web page then would have its own code behind page. Then it contains code, again, in a single language only. We can't put multiple languages on these code pages. So that's what a code behind page is. In the next video, we're going to actually go out and take a look at one and explain exactly how it looks and what it looks like.